Hello everybody, welcome back to the Ottoman. This is, I almost said this is Persia Challenge. That's obvious, it's on my mind, right? Welcome back to the Ottoman Piracy Challenge. This is part 15. In the last episode, quite a bit happened. We, of course, have completely obliterated Greece. Greece no longer controls any cities whatsoever. However, that being said, Greece still is around somewhere. They've got, you know, a unit somewhere that I haven't seen yet. We will destroy any unit that we see. But this episode will be a great episode for you guys because I'm about to declare war on Indonesia. And this will be a lot of fun. We are going to have fun destroying the Indonesian Navy, perhaps getting a few new naval units and taking them out for count as well. I am going to treat them just as I have treated the Greeks, as these were the two first civilizations that you guys recall that have declared war upon me. So, with that being said, because Indonesia did declare war on me, they will be completely obliterated. Nothing will remain of them except for the faint memory of their civilization. We will destroy Median, Surabaya, and Batam by burning them all to the ground. We will, of course, take Jakarta for ourselves. That being said, let's go ahead and ready ourselves for the conflict that's about to happen. I predict, well, if I declared war now, I can go ahead and start taking some of these cargo ships, pirating them for myself. But we are going to need some units over here, as Indonesia has quite a few naval units up here. So instead of starting just now, I think we're going to wait one turn for this guy to heal up and for us to be ready, and maybe move these guys up north to Surabaya, where I'm going to be burning down Surabaya first and then working my way south. So let's go ahead and park all of our naval units over there. And I want to thank, shout out to Retro Gaming Union, I believe that's what your name is, for giving me the controls where you can actually press S to bombard ranged naval units. I never knew that after playing Civilization for God knows how long. So I want to really, throw a shout out to you. Thank you very much for that tidbit. So with that being said, we're just moving again these ships around, readying ourselves for the next turn. And let's just go ahead and double check to see if everything's good. We do have this ship over here. We're going to keep our privateer off of the coast of Pagoda. Of course, Pagoda is an ally of Indonesia. Yeah, I have a feeling that most city-states will be at war with me until I make peace with Alexander. So, we'll make peace with them. It's not a big deal. Where's your city, though? And you're still making gold per turn, which means that you've not been destroyed after all. Is that correct? Because if that is correct, where the hell are you? I thought we destroyed Greece. There's no other land that they could possibly control. We're looking right now at this very moment. The only land possible that they could really own any land or any territory is over here, and they don't. So how are they making money per turn? I have no freaking idea. Probably through some shady deal. Anyways, we're going to make peace with Alexander because I don't want to be at war with all those city-states. How much crap will you give me? Will you give me like a lump sum of gold? Because if so, that'd be pretty nice. I know you're Greece, so you're probably poor anyways, but alright, whatever. We'll take it. So, we've made peace with a lot of different city-states. Let's take a look at our spies. Got a spy in Tonga, and we're still rigging elections over in Malacca, so that's great. Again, we are at 131, but we're making 430 per turn. That's really great. So, we're no longer at war, which is really good as well. And we are going to focus entirely on destroying the Indonesians. No, we are not going to attack you. We don't even care about you at this moment. Right, so trade route was plundered by somebody, probably by a pirate, or by Samarkand, I guess. That's annoying, considering Samarkand used to be our freaking ally. which it again is. They they took one of my units though before they became my ally. And let's take a look at the city-states screen. We are still at war with Quebec. Make peace with them. We're allied with 4 city-states: Malacca, Hanoi, Buenos Aires, and Samarkand. That's good. And we are about to declare war upon Indonesia. This is the turn, and this is where it's going to happen, folks. So, to start us off, we are going to take the Indonesian caravel scene over here. And it's going to happen. Cool sword, bro, but we are going to destroy you. We don't really care, that's fine. So, Gajamanda is upset at me. Boo-hoo. So sad. Pagoda, Kabul, Quebec, and Milan have declared war upon me. Really, that's of no consequence. We've got a few off of Kabul over here. We don't really care. Copenhagen's still safe goods. So, that being said, let's go ahead and work on taking our first ship. See if this works. Oh, it withdrew from me, but we were able to take it back. We have stolen and impressed yet another ship. That's great. Let's see if we can get another one off of... Do we want the ironclad or do we want the ironclad? Well, they're both pretty nice. The only problem is, of course, that Indonesia might have some more ships off the coast of its border. They don't, which means I can go ahead and act. We, however, do not have the stopping power required to destroy them completely this turn. So we will go ahead and opt to weaken their ships instead. It's fine, just like so. And we are sending our ironclads into battle. Right, so with Surabaya, we've got quite a bit to choose from. Of course, we have a barbarian galley over here too. We'll probably upgrade that here in a second. But is this the one that has range? It's not. So we're going to get this one nice and close to, of course, bombard. We might be able to take this city in one turn. That would be pretty impressive if we could. Moving in all of our units so that we can attack more effectively. If I moved you there, would that end your turn? No, it doesn't. Sweet. So it actually is not S for me, it's B. So it was close enough, I guess. Still helpful. I do appreciate it. We are going to also capture this galley, just like so. Fantastic. We've already captured 2 ships this turn. It seems to get a lot easier now that we are getting to the tail end of the challenge. Is this the ranged one? I think it is. Bombardment. No, this one doesn't have range. So we're going to get it nice and close. And what about you? Do you have range? You do. So we're going to keep you a little bit further away over here. And you, do you have range? You do too. We're going to keep you over here. Just like so. And we are just dominating right now. We're doing really, really well. Where were we sending you last time? We were sending you to Carthage. You're going to go back there again. We're probably going to lose some trade ships. We've already come to terms with this. That's fine. I could attack Surabaya pretty safely, I might add. Might as well. Because if we could take it this turn, that would be pretty nice. I don't think we can, but you know, you never know. We get close enough. Let's see what we can do, shall we? Moving in our great admirals, of course. Which one has some coastal raiders? We got Coastal Raider 1 here. Coastal Raider 1. They all only have Coastal Raider 1. This guy has Coastal Raider 2, but he's too far away. And we're just getting closer and closer to finishing this challenge. We've attacked Surabaya. Very nice. So we're going to wait until next turn before we work on... I guess we could work on Jakarta next. Because Median is kind of off the side. It's nice, however, that we have Malacca on our side in the same theater as we are. And take a look at this. We are about to take some money, plunder a trade node, plunder 2. Look, what the hell? That's crazy. That was amazing. We just took 400 golds. That was pretty cool. However, unfortunately, we cannot attack Surabaya again this turn. Instead, we will be sending some ironclads to the southeast in preparation for taking Median. I'm going to hold off on taking Jakarta just yet. That will be my last target. We are going to end the turn. Let's see what happens over here with our ships. That's fine. Carthage has denounced us. That's not good. That's bad. Probably because we are such a blatant warmonger. And we can heal up one of our new caravels that we've just acquired, which is great. And focus on perhaps helping out these ships over here. Get Costa Raider 2, that's good. And it's time to bombard the living hell out of every unit that we can. Even this one over here, who is dead. I'm just trying to get experience for all of these units that are involved, as experience will be very, very helpful in the coming days. Right. So we're going to be moving more troops northwest, closer and closer to where we need them. Of course, now that Carthage has denounced us, that makes me a little bit nervous for the future, but we should be okay. I don't expect to see really that many problems as a result of that. We are going to be a bit conservative with what we do here, however, as we don't want to throw away our privateer just yet. We, of course, will send him back to heal up now that we have more troops heading in that direction. And over here, we are about to take the city for ourselves, Surabaya, which is ours. We are going to raise it to the ground, as we always do, as is, of course, the tradition. And we're going to start healing up our units as well. We're going to need them healed for the future. And with that being said, we are about ready to take Median. I am prepping myself for that just right now, at this very moment, by sending our ships to the east. It's great that we have the Great Lighthouse. We have a lot of range, actually, which is super good. And that should be good for now. That's fine. We're going to heal up all of our naval units, as we always do. And what else is going on? We are trading with Denmark. I think Denmark might be a safe trading bet for us, considering they will never rise up against us, because they're so weak. Besides that, nothing really new to report. Let's go ahead and double check in on our cities over here. Nobody's attacking us yet, which is great. So I believe we are ready to end the turn. Let's go ahead and do so. It's nice to see Indonesian cities burn to the ground. A unit was killed, so we have lost our trireme that we captured, but that's, you know, pretty much to be expected, and that's totally fine. It was just a meat shield anyways. We can upgrade our galley into a trireme. Okay, very nice. I see we're going to have to go through the entire upgrade list here pretty soon. And look at this. They were so stupid, they put their cannon out for us to bombard it, and bombard it we will. Bombard it we shall. It is not destroyed. We need both of the ranged units, which I think are these guys. They're just crazy. Look at this. We've got a lot of choices here. Let's go with bombardment. That could be pretty useful in the future. But for the time being, we're just going to be bombarding Jakarta, or rather Median. Both of our ships that can hit it from outside of its defensive range. Keeping, of course, our Great Admiral close by on both sides. Sending our fleet up to Median in preparation for the attack. We don't really need 4, but we might as well, just in case if we run into any naval units that Indonesia controls. Pillaging yet another trade node. We don't call this the Piracy Challenge for no reason. We don't call that very lightly. We have destroyed an enemy Great Admiral. Very, very cool. And we're about to heal up this guy down here. We've got a enemy caravel, our enemy frigate, which is making me a little bit nervous. But, you know, we've got such a large navy at this point that I'm not too nervous at all. Now that I changed my mind about that. So, let's see, 1, 2. We need to keep our ranged units over here to be able to attack Median, which we would probably take next turn, to be honest. And that's that. We were going to return this guy down here so we can heal up in Ankara. And the question is do we commit to taking one of these crafts? I could probably take the ironclad. Both ironclads, perhaps, even. Or should I opt instead to damage the privateer? Let's just damage the privateer, that's fine. Let's see if we can take it. Yeah, we were able to do so, that's great. And the Indonesian fleet is looking like it's in a world of trouble. We, of course, do, however, have a Gatling gun off of the coast of our city of Surabaya. And we are also ready to send another ironclad into the fray, which is nice. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We're doing really, really well at the moment. Greece is now the ally of Samarkand. We're not going to... How does Greece afford this shit? That is just beyond me. They don't even have cities anymore. But for some reason, they can still afford to do silly and frivolous things. Choosing our productions. Fun, fun, fun. Well, we need a harbor, first of all, in that city. On the ruins of what once was, excuse me. And we've got a lot of choices outside of Edirne over here. I could... No, that would be suicide. But I do want it to get a little bit closer. Let's go ahead and do several things. Like so. That's good. And our healthiest ironclad could probably capture the the Indonesian ironclad. We do, however, need to start healing some of these units. Nothing better than pillaging some trade goods while we're at it. And we're not done over here in this theater. We are going to take this privateer. Now Indonesia will be forced to picking off one of my troops. We will take yet another ship captive, which is great. And so far so good with Indonesia. We're doing really, really well. Here we are absolutely pelting Median. We could probably do better, though, and attack their Gatling gun, but we don't really care. Not really a huge deal at this point. If I wanted to attack with this unit, I'd have to get within striking range of Jakarta. Is it worth it? Yes. It is totally worth it. Do we have any doubly promoted? We do, unit. Can we attack? We can. Very nice. We are going to raise the city down. And we are doing really, really well. Of course, now we have unhappiness because we're doing too well. So I might need to slow down the rate in which we, acquire these territories. Acquire is putting it very politically. It's not really like we're really acquiring these territories. We're just trying to burn them down. Right. Could get experience just by attacking the capital city. We'll pull them back later, of course. Upgrading this unit over and over again. And now we can probably afford to send out these ironclads to the east to help out with the other front that we have with Indonesia. We're going to go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and double check to see if everything's okay over here. We're healing up these units. That's perfect. I think we are ready to end our turn. Let's go ahead and end the turn. It's good. Polynesia is making progress into Poland. Istanbul is starving. That's not good. It's really bad. We will make a seaport. It'll give us happiness. Why not? Promote a unit. Let's promote you to, I guess, bombardment. It's fine. We need to pull back some of our units, like so. And, okay, we have ironclads over here as well. I'm going to continue to attack Jakarta each turn, just so that we level up some of our ironclads. We have finally upgraded that unit that we had stolen from the barbarian camp, which is good. And now we can focus on destroying this unit, which has been a major pain in the ass. Let's see if we can finally kill it. We can. Very nice. We will heal up the rest of our units, with the exception of this guy down here. We're going to start bombarding their capital, really just to gain experience. That's what I'm trying to get the most out of this. Sending more of our ironclads to the east, which is great. We will plan on taking out Batam and burning it down as well, just like the other areas that we are operating in. Healing up our damage units like always. Very, very good. And I probably shouldn't have pillaged that source of whales. I don't think we even have whales. We do, but we don't have that many of them. Right, so we could attack Batam now, but they've got a lot of defensive power that they're packing, so we're going to refrain from doing so at this moment. We will, of course, attack them here in a minute. For the time being, we can go ahead and heal up some of our ships. They definitely need to heal up quite a bit. And keeping our ships outside of that magical bombardment range that is so important when you're playing a naval domination game. We're going to end our turn. Friendly trade route plunder. This always happens. Another ideology. Carthage has taken autocracy. Samson could make... Let's see. Let's make a lighthouse will give us happiness. Let's go for it. At this point, we'll take any happiness that we can get, even if it's from a silly ideology that we've taken. So this ironclad was also damaged. We'll pull them back to heal up. And send in this ironclad to do more damage. Right. So we can start turning on the heat with Jakarta. I mean, really, like, start to apply some damage, some pretty heavy damage. We have 3 different frigates that have a range of 3, which is really, really good. I don't need to tell you how good that is for you guys to understand how great that is. Besides that, we can't really do anything this particular turn. Well, we can attack again, I guess. Cool. And what else are we going to do? We could attack, I think. Oh, no, we already have a unit there. We're going to go ahead and send this guy east as well. Heal up everybody else. And get you out of there before that city burns down. Heal up, of course, any unit that we need to. While also setting up kind of like a blockade of sorts for Indonesia. They can't really get out from our blockade without us knowing about it. So they're stuck, which is great. Let's go and end our turn. We're doing pretty well. City of Jakarta, friendly trade route has been plundered once again. That's okay. Let's take a look at the ideologies. Right, so Carthage is already experiencing distance from their order ideology, or from their autocratic ideology, which I assumed was going to happen. That seems to be a pretty common trope here. Healing up most of our units. And we don't have any ironclad that's able to attack this turn, so we'll just attack next turn. Unless we can capture it this turn, but I don't want my happiness to be so terrible. Because at a certain point, you really do have to watch out for that happiness. It'll creep up on you. So, once again, sending up our units north and east. Really, Batam is totally surrounded. We could probably just take it out here in the next few turns. We do, however, could probably use a Great Admiral. Luckily, we've got one on standby. That's fantastic. With all this money that we have, we can go ahead and buy 2 cargo ships. I'll buy one over here in safer waters as well. It's like a Gaziantep. 2 cargo ships to replace those that were lost. That's good. Let's go and end our turn. They'll even give us Batam, but you know we're not gonna do that. That's ridiculous. So yet another unit promotion for a frigate. We can do +1 range, which is always the best promotion to take, so we will take it. And heal up this frigate, which needs health. While also moving in this frigate to attack Jakarta. It's just crazy that we have this like on lockdown over here. Okay, so we're going to send this to Denmark if we can, Kupang. It's very safe. We're going to send you to Carthage, which is also safe. Safe enough. What would be the safest? Safest would probably be Panormus, Archipelagius, or Saguntum. Let's take a look. We'll send it to Hippo Regius. That should be fine. And we got some workers outside of Samson. We can't really use them at this moment, so we're going to keep them on standby. Batam is once again completely surrounded. Really tempted to just make a move. But what's great is that we also have a privateer that we can steal off of the coast of Indonesian Batam, which we'll do so now. That's a 50% chance with the privateer. It's an 80% chance with this unit, so we'll take that chance instead. Great. So now we just wait and maintain our blockade until we are ready to make a move and destroy Batam, which will be very soon. Shouldn't take too long at this point. Edirne needs production. We will make hydro plant could probably be pretty good at this point for production. Jakarta, there is still a status quo going on down here. So the question is do we take Jakarta and swim in unhappiness, or do we continue to bombard it? And I guess there's arguments for both sides. We could really do whichever. Doesn't really matter at this point in time. Or do we just go ahead and destroy Batam too? I'm kind of partial to just destroying Batam and getting it out of the way. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's send this unit here to maximize the bombardment capacity of our frigates. And we will move it as soon as we are ready to send in the melee units. Like right now. It's great how you can just move it around as you need it to move it. We're going to attack from all sides. And we might lose a unit. And that's totally fine if we do. Oh my god, we're just wrecking right now, though. We're doing really, really well. It's because we have such a wide angle of attack. Shit, we couldn't attack from that side. That's very, very unfortunate. But we'll be able to capture it next turn, which is good. And it makes it worth it. Sending our wounded units, of course, to the wounded unit repair yard. We have a massive navy at this point. Really, really big. And we're just absolutely suffocating Batam. We're like in all angles of its territory here. I'm seeing the privateers over here because they're useless units, and if they get bombarded, that's good for us. Our next target after Indonesia will probably be Poland. Poor, poor Poland. They're just so convenient for us to take out. So we're going to go ahead and ready that. Production in Samson will be... What could we use? We could probably use a workshop. Pretty good. Gives us happiness as well. And over here in Ankara, we need to make... A seaport could be pretty useful. It gives us happiness as well. Good. More happiness, the better. Time to bombard Jakarta once again. There goes my alarm. Let's just go ahead and capture it, shall we? I mean, we could really just take Samson or Jakarta right now. We might as well. Which one has Costa Raider 2? We got Costa Raider 2 right here. We've taken it. We all created a puppet. And thank you guys for watching this episode. Stay tuned for episode 16. It'll be out really soon. And thanks again for watching. Next episode, we will take out Poland. Well, we'll finish Indonesia. It won't be too long from now until they are obliterated. So again, guys, stay tuned for episode 16. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next episode.